What's going on YouTube? In today's video we're going to be going over our pitching settings and a few pitching tips that could probably help you. You want to go over to pitching right now. The difficulty is not going to matter, but you want to make sure that your interface is on pinpoint. For now, we'll just stick to pinpoint. I know that people might prefer other interfaces. For the purpose of today's video, we're just going to talk about pinpoint pitching. Pinpoint is the interface you want to use to be the best player that you can be. I also use my pitch feedback on. I leave it on Zoom. Personally, I just feel like Zoom, I know where my pitches are gonna go and kind of the outcomes that could happen off the bat. It's just easy for me to see where exactly to put the pitches against my opponent. I keep pitch trail on, pitch confidence on, I guess. Pitch delay normal, ABI off. If you've watched to this point in the video, I know it's still very early. One of the main things that I think could help, come over to the general setting, come down to warm up relievers and turn that off. This helps me in BR because there's so many times that I forget to warm up pitchers, and with this setting you can put a relief pitcher in your bullpen. He'll throw one pitch and then he'll be fully warmed up. Now I'm just gonna go over the way that I learned to use pinpoint. So the best way that I feel like you could learn to use pinpoint, you're gonna go over to create, you're gonna go over to the vaults, and the process is basically gonna be in creating a new road to the show. So you're gonna go over to roster, you're gonna search rosters, and you're gonna type in RTTS. There'll be a bunch of road to the show grinds that you can do. Usually they'll say what team to pick, so you could pick Detroit for this one, Philly for this one. It can really be anything. I personally already have one for the Yankees, so I'm not going to re-download it. But you'll basically download one, and then you'll create a brand new pitcher and road to the show. Once you create your pitcher for road to the show, you're then going to go to a brand new road to the show. You're going to pick the team that was associated with the roster that you downloaded, leading you to eventually be drafted. My tip for learning pinpoint would literally be to play these games. So the way that I think would be the best way is to go into these games, and what you're going to notice is that these rosters are set up to where, alright, there's like one random 99 on their team, but like the rest of them are one overall. And the concept behind learning this pinpoint pitching is going to be to learn it while playing against absolute bots. Your room for error is so big that you can grind up a player while in here. So if you're brand new to pinpoint pitching, we'll start off with a cutter. See how the blue fills up? So that's basically the exact timing that you're going to be doing on your pitches. So you want to start there, and then when that circle on the bottom gets small, you want to try to hit that spot. Go with another cutter. It's all about how fast that was. And right when it went down, we hit our spot. And now if you throw another pitch, let's say we're throwing a sinker, you can always see it again. 96. That's a good one. That's a good one. We filled it perfect. And what I found is, I did this in MLB The Show 21, and now I understand how pinpoint works a lot more. It's just my personal tip. You guys don't have to follow these tips by any means. This is the route that you would like to take. Again with that cutter. And you know, you're close, but trying this will get you better at pinpoint. And because the CPUs are so bad, they're not going to really hit the ball. It'll at least get you better at just focusing at trying to get these 100%. You know what I mean? And I know it's tremendously difficult at first. I understand. I went through it too. But just stick with it, man. If you stick with it, I promise you, it'll work out for you in the end. Another personal tip, I like to then put it on legend. Once I start getting pretty good at it, I'll put it on legend. And it just makes the pinpoint a little more strict in terms of difficulty. So like if you miss, you know what I mean? Like if you miss on legend, you're most likely gonna just miss with a pitch down the middle. So it makes you better, makes the CPU a little better too, to where they can get a couple base hits, but they don't normally hit home runs. They have less than 1 power, 1 contact, so they don't hit home runs. They'll maybe hit a couple base hits. But yeah, I just get in here, man, and while I'm grinding up one of my pitchers, I'm just practicing pinpoint, and that's what I was doing for a lot of MLB The Show 21. And I think in the end, it's helped me become a better player. It's helped me to get to the point where I can now give you guys some pitching tips. I hope this helps. If it does help, be sure to let me know in the comment section and drop down a like below. And if you haven't already subbed yet, please make sure to drop a sub for me, and I will catch you boys in the next one.